Hi there, I am Christy, for those of you who actually don't know who I am. And I have a message in my heart this morning, and the truth is, I'm not really sure how to articulate it. There's so much that I have experienced in the past couple of weeks that are very emotional and very wonderful, and then some things not so wonderful. I've had this thing of starting to get exercise, take it very seriously in the past couple of months, and some of you have seen some videos that I've done. I know that they're really novice. I'm not a personal trainer, not a professional anything in the world of fitness, except for I'm a professional human being, and I want to be the best that I can be. And I know that I got to a point about 6 months ago where I was uncomfortable with just where I had gotten to with my fitness level, my endurance, which was incredibly lacking, and having gained some weight. And so I was very uncomfortable with just me. Anyway, I got on a mission to kind of focus on holding myself accountable. That's the reason why I started doing these videos, so that I could do something to put myself out there. It's kind of like writing your goals down. If you don't write them down, you may not follow through with them. It was the same way for me doing videos, that I could tell people around me that I was going to go to the gym or work out, but there was no real accountability. And that's why I started doing the videos, because I thought, regardless of who sees them, I know that I'm doing them, and I don't know, it was just kind of like putting it out there. So I've become really consistent, and I've been really proud of that. I started getting some amazing results, and I've even had like 5 or 6 different people approach me from Beachbody to introduce me to that program and get on the products, and I started doing that. So that's still a work in progress. We'll see how that goes. On a personal note, I've been encouraging you to get out there and just move your body. Fitness isn't just exercise. It starts in the kitchen, and it encompasses every aspect of what you do, how many calories you burn, what do you eat, how healthy you eat. There's a lot that goes into that, and that's probably content for another video. The last 2.5 weeks, I've actually been gone. I had gone to work in Pennsylvania on a project for my job, and I had to stay in a hotel. And I selected a hotel based on where there was a gym that I'm a member of. And I thought, it's got to be great because, there's a gym around there. Well, I made the biggest mistake ever. It was a horrible little town. It was a cute little town, but it was just horrible because of snow and hills, and it was very mountainous. And the hotel that I picked, unfortunately, was in an alley, and it was just the wrong decision. But I made the best of it. And in the process, I met somebody who is incredibly amazing, a beautiful person, and we became very, very fast friends, and I adore her already. So it was really kind of an interesting week, but here's what happened. I was working 13, 14-hour days. I was getting up at 8, eating, getting showered, getting out the door, and working until 2 in the morning, getting back to the hotel, going to sleep, getting back up at 7 to get out the door at 8, and this process went on for about 2 weeks, with the exception of one day in between where I traveled. Actually, there were 2 days in between, because I went to 3 places. So in between, I traveled 2 days. Well, I got to the gym 1 time in 2 weeks. Not only did I not get to the gym besides 1 time, I didn't have time to sit in my hotel room and stretch. I had salads everywhere we went, but I was not eating right. It is really hard to travel and work and try to stay healthy and to stay on this mission. It was just unbelievably challenging. I couldn't even believe it. I've never traveled like that before, so it was an eye-opener. And I don't have the slightest idea right now what I could have done differently, given the expectations on my job. I had to be there at a certain time, and I had to stay until we, completed the mission each day, which ended at about 2:30 in the morning. And there were, most of those days, we would, if we got breakfast, we were lucky if we ate again until dinner. Yeah, it was crazy and not healthy at all. So, I just want to say I get it. I get that it's hard. I get that sometimes it's not the easiest ever. And if you have a lifestyle like I was living for the past 2 weeks, oh my gosh, it's really, really hard. In fact, I would still be there now for another probably week and a half, working in Pennsylvania. Had it not been for the fact that my grandmother died and I had to come back for her memorial service. And, it was almost, I don't even know how to explain it. It was paralyzing. I came back after not working out, and I've been home now since Friday. And today's Wednesday. So I haven't even worked out in those 5 days because I was just paralyzed. Emotionally, mentally, physically. It was all I could do to just get up and take a shower every day. And today I said, I can't do this anymore. I gotta get back to me. I gotta get back to working out. I gotta get back to moving my body and eating right and getting back on my protein shakes and lifting myself up the way I was doing before. I mean, it's the best feeling in the world when you work out and you sweat and you accomplish something and you see results. And I got that, I can't lose that. So I can't let myself completely be derailed because a job dictated what I had to do, or because I was emotionally, taken back because of my grandmother dying. I got up this morning, and as you can see, I am at a gym. And, I didn't do the top of the line workout. I didn't even do one of the Beachbody programs that I love because I knew that it was really challenging and I had about that much energy to get started. But I did exercise for an hour and I stretched really, really good. And I haven't stretched in 2 weeks. And I can't even tell you how good it feels. Like there are no words for me to express how much better I feel just from doing that. And I know that that'll lift my spirits throughout the day because I feel I'm exhausted right now. And it feels really, really good. So I'm not, I'm not in judgment of anyone. Just because I work out and I love it, it's the benefit to your health. I sat down for 2 weeks with people talking about cancer and heart attack and stroke and things that are so debilitating to you that'll take you down, and of course the financial ramifications of that, and so that's what I was there for. But I'm talking to people, I can't tell you how many people I sat down with that said, I've already had cancer, I've already had a stroke, I had a stroke 6 months ago. There were so many people that said that, people that couldn't qualify for some of the programs we were doing. And it broke my heart that we got to get healthy. There's got to be a movement to get healthy and to promote health, and this isn't about being big or being small. It's not that. If you feel good about you and you're happy with the way that you look, I don't care what size you are. I know somebody who's lean and hot, and and she told me recently she doesn't exercise at all. I know somebody who's, a little bit of a big girl, and she's the most beautiful person in the world. And if you're listening, you know who both of those people are. They're both beautiful women. I mean, really beautiful, beautiful women. This is not about judgment on size or, looks or anything like that. This is about being healthy. Take a walk up and down the stairs, just stretch, put on music and dance. Walk in your house, take a walk around the block. It's hard right now this time of the year, especially if you're up north in Pennsylvania where it snowed several times and iced already while I was there. So, I don't have professional advice. What I have is emotional, meaningful. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Don't let lack of exercise, being fit, not eating right affect you in such a way that it has such an adverse effect that you don't get healthy, that you don't live a long life, that your family is celebrating your your life because you're gone. Don't let that happen to you prematurely. Do something for you that's going to impact your health, because it's not just you that you're talking about, it's your family, it's the people who love you. Take care of you. Be the best you can be. You know, you've only got one body, and if you live to be 100 years old, you might as well take care of it. Anyway, I'm not really sure that I conveyed exactly what I was feeling this morning, but I thought rather than sit down and try to just really clarify and hash out my thoughts clearly, let me just get it off my chest, because I may not do it otherwise. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope that you take care of you. Eat right and exercise. There's so many videos online on YouTube that you can look up on things that you can do right at your house. There are so many of them. You've got to find what's right for you. In terms of, nutrition, you can go to a nutritionist, you can look up stuff on the internet, you can order Beachbody, you can do all kinds of things for you, and I hope that you will. Just take care of you. Anyway, take care. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.